11 Steps to Pray for Miraculous Answer. Have you ever prayed with all your heart and wondered if God was really listening? Have you cried out for a miracle while time kept passing and nothing seemed to change? What if the issue was not your faith, but how your heart was positioned in prayer? Today, I'm going to walk you through 11 powerful, time-tested steps that believers, theologians, and prayer warriors have followed when seeking miraculous answers. This is not a formula, this is alignment. And by the end of this video, your understanding of prayer may never be the same. 1. Establish reverence and right orientation toward God. Prayer begins long before words are spoken. It starts with how you see God, not how badly you want something from Him. When prayer opens with reverence, the heart shifts from desperation to humility. You stop approaching God as a last resort and begin approaching Him as the sovereign source of life. This posture changes everything internally. Reverence quiets anxiety and invites spiritual awareness. It reminds you that God is holy, present, and attentive. Miracles flow from who God is, not how intense the prayer sounds. When believers testify of answered prayer, they often mention a moment of stillness before asking. That stillness is reverence taking root. It aligns the soul with truth rather than emotion. When God is honored first, prayer becomes relational instead of transactional. You are no longer trying to convince God. You are trusting Him, and that trust opens the door for divine movement. 2. Ground the prayer in faith, not presumption. Faith is confident trust, not spiritual pressure. Presumption tries to force outcomes while faith rests in God's character. Many prayers fail not because faith is weak, but because control is too strong. True faith says, "God, I know you can," without saying, "You must do it my way." This distinction matters deeply in miraculous prayer. Faith releases fear. Presumption feeds it. Healing testimonies repeatedly point to surrender as the turning point. When faith is genuine, peace begins even before answers arrive. You stop monitoring every sign and symptom obsessively. You trust God's wisdom more than your own timeline. This kind of faith matures the soul. It removes entitlement and replaces it with expectancy. And expectancy keeps the heart open to miracles that may arrive differently than imagined. 3. Invite the presence and authority of God explicitly. Miracles are not activated by eloquence. They are awakened by presence. Experienced intercessors consistently emphasize inviting God into the space before making requests. This invitation acknowledges that healing originates with Him alone. It shifts prayer from performance to dependence. When God's presence is welcomed, fear loses authority. The atmosphere changes. The heart softens. Prayer becomes sacred ground. Inviting God's authority also means yielding your own. You recognize that God leads, not follows. This surrender does not weaken prayer. It strengthens it. Divine authority brings clarity, peace, and spiritual alignment. When God's presence is prioritized, prayer becomes less about effort and more about encounter. If this message is resonating with you so far, take a moment right now to like this video and subscribe to the channel. This helps others who are seeking answers find this message, and it allows us to grow together in faith. 4. Pray specifically, yet submissively. Vague prayers often reflect guarded hearts. Specific prayer requires courage. Naming the illness, the situation, or the pain brings focus and honesty. God invites clarity, not confusion. At the same time, submission protects the heart from disappointment. You ask boldly while trusting God fully. This balance reflects spiritual maturity. It honors God's sovereignty without silencing human need. Many believers report that specificity sharpened their faith. It removed inner doubt and scattered thinking. Yet submission kept their hearts anchored. They learned to say, "This is what I ask, but I trust you completely." That posture creates peace regardless of outcome. and peace is often the soil where miracles grow. 5. Speak life, hope, and restoration. Words matter more than we realize because they shape both belief and expectation. Prayer that repeatedly rehearses fear, doubt, or worst-case scenarios trains the heart to remain in survival mode rather than trust. Speaking life aligns the inner posture of the believer with God's redemptive nature, reminding the soul that God is a restorer, not merely an observer. This practice does not deny reality or ignore pain. It confronts reality with hope, grounded in faith. Hope, in this sense, is not wishful thinking or positive talk. It is spiritual alignment with God's promises and character. When believers speak restoration, they are not commanding outcomes but agreeing with God's intention for wholeness. In doing so, prayer becomes participatory rather than reactive. Healing testimonies frequently point to a decisive shift in language that preceded inner peace or physical improvement. Fear-based expressions such as, "What if things get worse?" were replaced with faith-filled declarations like, "I trust God through this." Over time, the heart followed the words and emotional heaviness began to lift. Prayer became lighter, calmer, and more confident. Hope reduced mental strain and spiritual fatigue. In many cases, that internal realignment was followed by tangible healing, clarity, or renewed strength. Even when healing was gradual, the burden became easier to carry because hope had taken root. If you feel like your prayers have grown heavy, mechanical, or exhausting, stay with me, because the next steps may be exactly what you have been missing. 6. Ask for divine guidance beyond human skill. God works through people as well as power, and Scripture consistently affirms that divine wisdom often flows through human instruments. Prayer for healing frequently includes asking God to guide physicians, treatments, diagnoses, and decisions. This reflects mature theological understanding rather than lack of faith. It acknowledges that miracles and medicine are not opposing forces, but complementary expressions of God's care. Asking for divine guidance expands prayer beyond the body alone and into every professional, relational, and situational layer involved. It invites God's wisdom into places where human knowledge reaches its limits. Many testimonies describe moments where doctors gained sudden clarity, noticed overlooked details, or made decisions that proved critical. Others recount procedures being delayed or redirected at just the right moment. These outcomes are often traced back to quiet, consistent prayers for guidance rather than dramatic petitions for instant healing. Trusting God beyond human skill brings peace because it removes the pressure to rely solely on expertise or probability. It reassures the believer that God remains active even when circumstances appear clinical or procedural. Nothing, not even complex medical systems, lies outside God's reach. 7. Release the outcome to God without withdrawal of trust. This step marks the transition from surface-level faith to deep, resilient trust. Releasing the outcome is not spiritual resignation or emotional detachment. It is acknowledging God's sovereignty without abandoning hope. Many people unknowingly attach their faith to visible results. When results delay or differ from expectations, faith becomes fragile. True trust, however, holds steady regardless of outcome. It says, "I trust you not because of what you do, but because of who you are." Testimonies repeatedly describe a profound peace arriving at the moment of surrender. For some, healing followed quickly. For others, clarity, strength, or emotional restoration came first. In every case, trust remained intact. Releasing the outcome removes internal pressure and spiritual strain. It frees the believer from constantly measuring God's faithfulness by progress markers. Often, it is within this freedom, where fear loosens its grip, that miracles, both visible and unseen, unfold. 8. Give thanks before and after the outcome. Thanksgiving anchors prayer in humility and perspective. Thanking God before an answer arrives is one of the clearest expressions of faith because it declares trust in God's goodness regardless of circumstances. Gratitude shifts the heart's focus from what is lacking to who is present. It reminds the believer that God is already near, already attentive, already working. Many people report that peace increased significantly once gratitude became part of their daily prayer rhythm, even before any visible change occurred. After answers come, thanksgiving guards the heart against pride and spiritual amnesia. It keeps the miracle in proper perspective by acknowledging God's grace rather than personal effort or endurance. Gratitude also deepens relationship, transforming prayer from petition alone into worship. Whether healing comes instantly, gradually, or in unexpected forms, thanksgiving sustains faith. It helps the believer remain anchored when emotions fluctuate. Ultimately, gratitude keeps prayer relational rather than transactional. 9. Persevere in prayer with patience and consistency. Miracles are often preceded by persistence, not intensity. Perseverance is not repetitive pleading. It is faith refusing to disengage. Biblical narratives and modern testimonies alike reveal that continued prayer often prepares the heart before it changes circumstances. Persistence keeps spiritual sensitivity alive and resists discouragement when answers delay. It reinforces trust in God's timing rather than human urgency. Consistent prayer maintains connection even when emotions waver. Patience protects against burnout and disappointment. It teaches endurance and steadiness rather than emotional extremes. When prayer becomes a rhythm instead of a reaction, faith matures. The believer learns to remain anchored even in silence. Miracles may come suddenly or unfold slowly through process and recovery. Perseverance ensures that the heart remains open to both possibilities. 10. Seek agreement and support from the faith community. Faith was never designed to operate in isolation. Shared prayer strengthens hope by distributing emotional and spiritual weight. Agreement multiplies encouragement and often renews faith when individual strength is low. Many testimonies highlight communal prayer as a decisive turning point, especially when personal faith felt depleted. In those moments, others carried belief on behalf of the one in need. This reflects God's communal design for spiritual life. Inviting others into prayer creates accountability and unity. It breaks isolation and counters the lie that one must endure suffering alone. Community prayer reminds believers that faith is shared, not solitary. Miracles often emerge where unity and mutual encouragement exist. Even when healing takes time, community sustains endurance and hope over long journeys. 11. Create and remain in a divine environment. Environment shapes the soul more than many realize. Constant exposure to negativity, fear-driven media, profanity, or spiritual indifference dulls sensitivity to God's presence. Creating a divine environment invites peace, clarity, and spiritual attentiveness. Avoiding influences that encourage sin or despair protects the heart from unnecessary spiritual friction. Beginning the day with prayer establishes spiritual direction before external pressures intervene. Remaining connected throughout the day sustains awareness of God's presence. Uplifting worship, sermons, scripture, and quiet listening sharpen discernment. God often speaks in stillness rather than noise. A divine environment makes room for that stillness. Prayer becomes a continuous posture rather than a scheduled activity. Over time, faith matures into a lifestyle rather than a response to crisis. In such an environment, trust deepens, and the soul becomes more receptive to God's movement. If this message spoke to your heart, like this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You are not here by accident. Stay connected, stay encouraged, and remember, miracles are not earned, they are received.